What if I told you that the key to success isn't about how smart you are, where you come from, or how lucky you have been? What if it all comes down to how you think about failure? Sound unbelievable, right? But it's true. Research in psychology shows that your mindset, whether you believe you can get better or not, plays a big role in reaching your goals. In fact, this idea can be the difference between achieving your dreams and falling short of your dreams. Here's a question. Have you ever thought, I'm just not good at this, or I will never be able to do that? If so, you're not alone. We all feel that way sometimes. But what if I told you that simply changing how you think about those challenges could change your life? That's the core of a growth mindset, the belief that your skills are not fixed and that you can learn and improve no matter where you start. Now, let's talk about failure, a word that often makes people uneasy. With a growth mindset, failure becomes fuel for success. Imagine you are working hard on a project, putting in your best effort, but things don't go as planned. A fixed mindset might say, I'm just not good at this and give up. But a growth mindset says it differently. It views failure not as an end, but as a chance to learn and grow. Carol Dweck, a psychologist from Stanford University, came up with the idea of a growth mindset. She found that people who take challenges and see failures as a learning opportunity are the ones who really succeed. Her research shows that when you make mistakes and learn from them, your brain actually gets stronger. Nobel Prize winning chemist Linus Pauling once said, the best way to have a good idea is to have lots of ideas. Why? Because many will fail. But through those failures, we discover success. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. If he had a fixed mindset and given up, we might still be in the dark today. So, failure is just the beginning. With a growth mindset, it drives your journey forward. And now, let's explore how this mindset encourages lifelong learnings. Think about the most successful people you know. They are probably always eager to learn, right? That's because when you have a growth mindset, you understand that you don't have to know everything, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, not knowing can be thrilling. There's always something new to learn. No matter if you are 15 or 85, this attitude keeps you sharp, adaptable, and open to fresh opportunities. A big part of having a growth mindset is being curious. You are willing to jump into new challenges because you understand that even if you don't succeed right away, you will improve over the time. On the other hand, someone with a fixed mindset might think, I can't do that, so I won't even try. But when you believe you can learn and grow, you keep evolving and discovering new things about yourself. So here's something really interesting. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change and adapt by creating new connections. When you push yourself to learn new things, your brain actually changes physically. You're not just adding knowledge, you are rewiring your brain to help you succeed. Take Bill Gates for example. Even though he is one of the most successful people in the world, he reads around 50 books every year. He doesn't have to keep learning to be successful in the usual way, but he understands that learning all the time helps him stay flexible and creative. In our fast paced world, being adaptable is essential. This leads us to another reason why a growth mindset is so powerful. It helps you succeed in an ever changing environment. We live in a world that changes faster than ever. New technologies, new industries, and even jobs are appearing all the time. The skills you learned yesterday might not matter for tomorrow. This is where a growth mindset can really help you. It allows you to adapt to these changes. Instead of viewing change as something scary or threatening, a growth mindset sees it as an exciting opportunity. You start to feel thrilled about new possibilities. Why? Because you no longer think, I can't learn that, or I'm too old for this. Instead, you tackle new challenges with the belief that you can understand, grow, and evolve. Let's take a moment to think about this emotionally. Imagine you have been in the same job for 20 years and suddenly your industry changes. If you have a fixed mindset, that shift feels like the end of the road. Panic might set in and you could think you'll never catch up. But with a growth mindset, you view it as an exciting new chapter, an opportunity to reinvent yourself. Instead of feeling anxious about the change, you feel curious and confident, ready to explore what comes next. Consider Elon Musk, who transitioned from software to space exploration and now electric vehicles. He didn't let the challenges of these new fields hold him back. Instead, he believed that with enough effort and a willingness to learn, he could succeed. As a result, he is now at the forefront of industries that didn't even exist just a few decades ago. A growth mindset doesn't just help you adapt to change, it also unlocks something even more essential in today's competitive world: creativity. When you believe that you can learn and improve, you open the doors to new ideas and innovative solutions. You start to see challenges as chances to think outside the box and explore different possibilities. This creativity can set you apart, helping you stand out in any field. Creativity grows in a space where taking risk is welcomed and failure isn't something to worry about. If you have a fixed mindset, you might hesitate to try new things because you fear making mistakes. But with a growth mindset, that fear disappears, making way for excitement of discovery. You become more open to exploring new ideas and experimenting, understanding that even if you don't succeed at first, every attempt teaches you something valuable. This readiness to take risk not only sparks innovation but also helps you think outside the box. Research shows that when we let go of fear of failure, our brains become more receptive to creativity. Imagine if you thought of failure as the end, you would be hesitant to try new things and less likely to come up with innovative ideas. However, with a growth mindset, you see experimentation as a valuable part of learning. This perspective encourages you to explore and take chances, ultimately leading to more creative breakthroughs. Take Steve Jobs, for example. When he was fired from Apple, he could have let that setback define him. Instead, he viewed it as a chance to innovate in a new ways. This shift in mindset led him to create Picture and eventually return to Apple, where he introduced some of the most iconic products in history. By embracing failure, he opened the doors to opportunities and success. Creativity thrives when you are open to trying, failing, and trying again. It's this willingness to put in the effort rather than relying solely on the natural talent that builds your confidence. This brings us to our next important point, the relationship between effort and self assurance. Here's a common myth. People often believe that confidence comes from being naturally talented, but the reality is that true confidence grows from effort. It's the feeling of achievement that comes when you know you have put in the hard work and improved over the time. Think about a skill you have mastered, like playing an instrument or learning a new language or excelling in a sport. You likely didn't start off as an expert. At first, you probably faced some challenges, but as you kept practicing, you gradually improved. With each little success, your confidence grows. That's the core of the growth mindset. In fact, studies show that when people are praised for their effort, they are more likely to keep pushing through challenges. When we focus on effort instead of just talent, it builds resilience. Resilience is what helps you keep going when things get tough. Let's think about Michael Jordan, who is often seen as one of the greatest basketball player ever. When he first tried out for his high school varsity team, he didn't make it. But instead of giving up, he turned that failure into motivation to work even harder. He didn't just count on his talent, his confidence grew from the effort he put in. Speaking of resilience, the growth mindset reminds us of very important lesson. It's not just about reaching the finish line. It's about the journey we take to get there. This leads us to a key idea, persistence. Success doesn't come quickly. Everyone faces setbacks along the way. But here's the important part. People with a growth mindset don't give up when things get tough. They realize that challenges are just part of the journey and they believe that sticking with it is what leads to lasting success. We often hear about people who seem to achieve success overnight, but the truth is, most successful individuals have been working hard for years, facing rejection and disappointment along the way. They keep going because they believe that with enough effort they will reach their goals. Consider the emotional strength needed to push through when everything feels like it's falling apart. That's where a growth mindset plays a crucial role. It's about believing in the journey ahead, trusting that the hard work you are putting in today will lead to success tomorrow. Take J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter series. She faced rejection from 12 different publishers before any would accept her work. Instead of letting those setbacks discourage her, she believed in her story and kept going. Her persistence paid off, resulting in the one of the best-selling book series of all time. And finally, the growth mindset not only helps you succeed personally, but it also changes how you connect with others. Let's explore this final point now. A growth mindset isn't just about your own success, it also shapes how you relate to others. When you believe you can grow, you become more open to feedback and collaboration, and you genuinely want to help others succeed. In a fixed mindset, feedback might feel like criticism, something to ignore. But with a growth mindset, you view feedback as a helpful tool for improvement. This perspective makes you a better communicator, a stronger team player, and a more effective leader. Take Serena Williams for example. She believes her long term success isn't just due to her talent, it's also because she's open to listening to feedback, adjusting her game, and working closely with her coaches. By constantly learning from those around her, she has managed to have one of the longest and most successful careers in tennis history. Imagine how strong your relationships could become if you approach every interaction with the belief that both you and those around you can grow together. That's the beauty of a growth mindset. It lifts not just you, but everyone around you, creating a supportive and thriving environment. So, let's recap. A growth mindset turns failure into fuel, encourages lifelong learning, and helps you adapt to change. It unlocks creativity, builds confidence through hard work, promotes persistence, and strengthens your relationships. This mindset transforms not only how you see the world, but also how you approach every challenge, opportunity, and interactions with others. It's not about being the best at this moment, it's about improving a little each day. So, take a moment to ask yourself, what's holding you back from embracing this mindset? The next time you encounter any challenge, instead of saying I can't, say I'll get there. You will be amazed at how this small change can open up a whole new world of possibilities. If this message resonated with you, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We will dive deeper into how you can apply these principles in every part of your life. Whether you want to grow in your career, improve your relationships, or focus on personal development, there's so much more to discover together. Your journey towards a growth mindset is just beginning, and I am excited to share it with you. Myself Jai from Jai's Talk channel. Thanks for watching this video.